Every day, millions of people tell themselves the same story. I'll start when I see the results. I'll start consistent when the scale moves. I'll keep working when the money shows up. I'll keep posting when the views increased. I'll keep training when my body changes. And the problem is that results are almost never the starting point. Results are the delayed effect of action that often feels invisible at first. And if you spend your life waiting for that proof before you commit, you will quit long before that success has a chance to appear. And the people who make the biggest changes in their life understand a simple truth. Results do not create belief. Belief creates the results. And think about how many goals die in the first few weeks. As someone starts a fitness plan and checks the mirror every morning. Someone launches a business and refreshes the sales page every hour. And someone begins learning a skill and compares themselves to experts after a few days. And when the immediate reward does not arrive, motivation disappears, and not because the goal was impossible, but because the expectations were unrealistic. And we have been conditioned to expect instant feedback. We press a button and get a response. We order something and track it in real time. We post content and watch numbers appear within minutes. And, real growth does not work that way. The most valuable achievements often spend a long time underground before they become visible. Imagine planting a seed. You water it every day, you give it sunlight, you take care of the soil, and for a while, absolutely nothing seems to happen. And if you judge progress only by what you could see above the ground, you would assume your effort was wasted. But beneath the surface, roots are forming, strength is developing, and the foundation is being built. Human progress works the same way. Long before visible success appears, and visible progress is taking place. Skills are improving, discipline is growing, habits are strengthening, knowledge is accumulating, and the danger is that most people quit during the invisible phase. They stop because they mistake a lack of evidence for a lack of progress. And one of the biggest mistakes people make is tying effort directly to the motivation, and motivation is unreliable. It rises, it falls based on the mood, the energy, the weather, the stress, and the countless other factors. And if you only act when you feel motivated, your progress will always be inconsistent. High performers understand that action comes first. They build systems that allow them to keep moving even when, the motivation is completely missing. They simply learn how to act without needing constant emotional encouragement. And this is where real momentum comes from. Momentum is not created by giant breakthroughs, it's created by repeated actions. A single workout will not transform your body. A single video will not build an audience. A single business decision will not create that wealth. But hundreds of small actions performed consistently can completely change the direction of your life. And most people underestimate the power of repetition because individuals' actions, it looks insignificant. And the problem is that they judge action in isolation instead of viewing them as part of a larger pattern. Success is rarely one dramatic event, and more often it is the accumulated effect of ordinary actions repeated for an extraordinary amount of time. Another reason people wait for results is because they focus on outcomes they cannot directly control. You cannot force people to buy from you. You cannot force a video to go viral. You cannot force opportunities to appear on a specific schedule. And what you can't control is preparation. You can't control effort. You can't control learning. You can't control consistency. And when your attention stays fixed on factors outside your control, frustration becomes inevitable. And when your attention shifts daily actions, progress becomes sustainable. This is why process focused people often outperform outcome focused people. They're not distracted by short term fluctuations. They understand that the outcomes are lagging indicators and the work happens first. The reward arrives later. And consider the concept of compound growth. Most people understand compound interest in money, but few recognize how it applies to nearly every area of your life. Improving 1% each day sounds insignificant, yet small improvements stack on top of previous improvements, and the skill compounds, the knowledge compounds, relationships compound, reputations compounds, and the confidence, it compounds. And over time, tiny gains become massive advantages, and the challenge is that compounding is unimpressive in the beginning and dramatic in the end. And that means you must be willing to continue long before the reward looks impressive. The people who succeed are often not the most talented. They are the people who stay in the game long enough for compounding to work. There's also a psychological trap that keep people stuck to. They assume that successful individuals always felt confident before taking action. In reality, confidence is often the result of action. not the prerequisite. You do not gain confidence by thinking about doing something. You gain confidence by repeatedly proving to yourself that you can handle the challenges. And every day, completed tasks become evidence. Every obstacle overcome becomes proof. And confidence is built through experience, not imagination. And waiting to feel ready is often another form of procrastination. Nobody feels completely ready. The people who move forward simply decide that the imperfect action is better than the perfect hesitation. If you want faster progress, stop measuring success by immediate outcome. Start measuring success by complete actions. And do you do the workout? Do you write the page? Do you make the call? Do you learn the skill? Did you keep the promise you made to yourself? Those are the metrics that matter. Those are the actions that eventually create visible results. And every day you follow through, you strengthen your identity. You stop being someone who wants change and start becoming someone who creates change. And that shift is powerful because identity drives behavior. And when you see yourself as a disciplined person, that consistent action, it becomes natural. And when you see yourself as someone who always quits, excuses become, easier. And the story tell yourself matters. So stop waiting for results before you commit. Stop demanding proof before you put in the work, and stop treating the invisible phase as that failure. Every meaningful achievement has a period where effort seems disconnected from reward, and this is normal. That is expected. This is where most people give up and where extraordinary people separate themselves from the crowd. The next time you feel frustrated by slow progress, remember this: your job is not to control when results appear. Your job is to earn them. Show up, do the work, repeat the process, trust the accumulation of effort, and one day the results that seemed impossible will look inevitable. And when that moment arrives, it will not be because one lucky break. It will be because you kept going when there was nothing to celebrate and no visible reason to believe. And the people who win are not always the fastest, they're not the smartest and the most gifted. They are often the ones who simply refuse to stop during the period when success was still invisible. Start today. Not when you feel ready, not when conditions are perfect, not when someone else validates your potential. Start right now. Keep moving and let your actions speak long before your results do. Thanks for watching today. If you would subscribe, we're looking to build this channel. Without that subscription base, we just can't do anything. I would highly appreciate if you would subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. If you found value, please do so. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. I post every day. So we'll see you on tomorrow's video too.